Hello, Taurus, and welcome to your reading for the weeks covering August 13 through 26, 2024. This is a reading for Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, Taurus Rising, or anyone else with a significant Taurus placement. If you're new to this channel, welcome. It's good to have you. And if you're returning, welcome back. This is going to be a 12-card full horoscope spread, astrological spread, with one extra card in the middle. My main deck that I use is Marie Hope's Way of Cartouche deck, and then I will clarify with a tarot deck. This week we are going to use Barbara Walker's tarot, and then I'm going to take a card from the Between Worlds Oracle as a kind of summary card at the end. And on this channel, if you do like this video, you'll give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to be notified about these videos. In addition to the tarot videos, which I do 6 signs every other week, I also post my videos of Morning Coffee with Breege, which is my daily live stream on Instagram, where I talk about my spiritual coaching business and different messages that I've gotten in. And I do a tarot reading on that every day. I do try to post those the same day to YouTube, but it doesn't always work out because of all the stuff I have going on. So I try to get it up at least within a couple of days. I get the Morning Coffee videos up. And also my channelings with Archangel Azrael. And of course, there's going to be more videos coming up of meditations and more about different spiritual practices and information about them. So so if you're interested in this channel, definitely if you could subscribe and hit the notification bell, that definitely helps this channel to grow. If you want to know more about my practices and about what I'm doing and also about my social media, those links are in the description box. So I think that covers our business. Now, astrologically, what we have going on for this period of time, there's still a Mercury retrograde going on. We're in the thick of it. It should be over on the 27th of August. So probably the day after the period this reading covers, you will be moving out of retrograde. We'll be starting to move out of retrograde to what they call post-shadow. And if you have any kind of strong air elements in your chart, you may have been very affected by this. You have this energy of whatever's going on right now. You have this T-square, and then you also have this full moon that's going to be happening in Aquarius. So all of these things, I don't think any of these things necessarily has a negative bent, but I do feel like there's the potential here from unsettled energy. Certainly the astrological energy this month, if I could sum it up, there's a suggestion here that we are going to have a lot of impetus and a lot of planetary activity that promotes growth, that's going to let us move ahead in a lot of ways. However, having said that, there's also this energy of the retrograde that is slowing everything down. So we may feel like we're trying to rush ahead, but it's almost like jumping in your car and getting on the road and then hitting a traffic jam. So be aware that some things are going to take time. In fact, let's get started with your reading. And the first thing I'm going to notice here is that you've got Seth in the 10th house with Thoth, and it's literally that energy. So as far as I know, yes, this makes a lot of sense because Taurus, I think the 10th house, which is the house of your career, fame, legacy. When I say legacy, like this is what you're doing. So really what your career is, any plans that you have, anything you're trying to move ahead with. There may be some blocks right now. Things may not be moving as fast as you want. Things may not, there may even be some anxiety about whether or not things are going to move ahead. But again, Thoth is saying everything is going to happen in the right time. Seeing the 5s here and also seeing the Earth card. I don't know if some of you work from home, but anybody who's in their own business, we have the Pyramid card down in the 3rd house, which says a situation like a test situation that will be resolved with time. And you also have the Earth card in the 4th house. So again, if you're somebody who works from home, there's a 14 here, there's a 23 here, and there's a 5 here. So 2 and 3 adds up to 5, 1 and 4 adds up to 5, and that adds up to 5. So there's strong 5 energy. So I'm feeling like in the next 5 weeks. So I'm doing this reading on the 10th of August. So that's probably going to be roughly early September, maybe in the 2nd week of September. You're going to see whatever challenges you have. I feel like that's going to be the time frame when things start to move. I've been feeling very strongly for you, Taurus, that the period of Virgo is going to be very, very good for you. That's when things are going to start to really manifest for you. And in fact, we are seeing this scarab energy in the 8th house. Now, that's interesting because Okay, Scarab in the 8th house, Scarab is change and transformation, and it's showing up in the house of transformation. So you are definitely, something is definitely changing here. But whatever this change is, first of all, I feel like this is leaving you not being quite sure who you are right now, because you got Nephthys in the 1st house. And so this indicates that things are being revealed about yourself that you did not know. Okay, you're having like a revelation here. And it seems like on the relationship front, now the number 9 is coming up in connection with relationships here. So again, take that as it resonates or not. There could be a protectiveness here. I feel like there may be like a friendly banter with somebody. Like when Anubis comes up, it's almost like there's a friendly back and forth with somebody. But there's also a wall up. There's like a protectiveness right now. So I don't know. I feel like it's like you might be, you know, if you're single and you're looking to date someone, Anubis here seems to indicate that there is some kind of negotiation or back and forth or some kind of conversation. This can also have to do with children and with creative projects as well, because this is the house of Leo, and that covers all of that territory. So again, so if you're someone not looking for love, this may be just that you may be trying to negotiate or work your way through something. Anubis sometimes also indicates travel for something. So I don't know if you're traveling to go see somebody. And again, during retrograde, travel can be dicey. We do have air in the 9th house, so for some people that does definitely mean long distance travel. It wouldn't be a local day trip. It would be something where you're going farther away potentially. But again, not necessarily, but certainly for some of you, that's what's going to be happening. But you have, what I was going to point out was you have Urias in the 7th house. So this is about a relationship situation that is not what it appears to be. So if you are dealing with somebody who seems like, you know, they're friendly but kind of putting a wall up, it may be saying that there's more going on than meets the eye. In fact, that's kind of my general vibe. 1st and 7th house only seem to kind of go together. So this is you and this is you in relationship, and both of those things, it's there's something mysterious going on right now. Like there's something it's something where you're trying to figure something out. Okay, and it's just simply saying that what you see with your eyes may not be what's going on. You do have wing disc in the 6th house, so this definitely could indicate that, you know, good news about a job or overcoming obstacles. This is a house of worry, and it's also a house of health. So if you've been having any health issues or any specific concerns or concerns about a job, wing disc would indicate good news that those problems will be overcome. There will be clarity, and there will be movement ahead. So so anything you've been worried about, I feel like it's going to be okay. Right now, like when I'm looking at this energy in the 10th house, I feel like what it's saying is that something's delayed right now. It may be delayed for a reason. It may be delayed because of this change over here. I mean, definitely whatever's coming is coming. I feel like by mid-September, things are going to be good. You have the twins here in the 2nd house, so I don't know if there's a joint financial situation here. I don't know if somebody's going to be investing in you or giving you money for something. That's a possibility here with the twins in the 2nd house. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, so I don't know. I don't know if this, or if somebody else is involved with your money. Sometimes people who are involved with legal things involving money, this could be where you have like another party involved in your finances. It could be a spouse. It could be a family member. It could be somebody, you know, spotting you money for the time being. I mean, I don't know. We're going to clarify this with tarot, so we'll see what it's about. Or it could just be that maybe you are, your finances are you're going to be in a joint financial arrangement with somebody, though that often shows up in the 8th house. But I don't know. That could be part of the change too. It does seem like there might be monies coming from another person here. Okay, so what else do we have? Okay, yeah, as far as your hopes and wishes and stuff, and even with regard to certain friendships, you know, you've got Sphinx, kind of like hanging back here. Sit back, be patient, and say not. Secrets being revealed about certain things. And seeing that with Urias over here, I don't know. I mean, I think in your readings I've seen in the past, like there might be like a friend who might become a lover kind of a thing for some of you. That may be indicating that right now, like, yeah, like that may be all secret right now. But it can also just have to, if that's not, you know, if that's not what's going on, then I feel like Sphinx can also just mean, I don't know, I just feel like it's saying with regard to your hopes and wishes, with regard to moving ahead, there's just something you're going to have to wait on right now. Like there's something that still needs to be revealed, something that still needs to come up. Okay. And So like, I feel like again, I keep staring over at the Scarab card. I feel like there's some kind of new beginning coming in here that's going to put the brakes on some things, but it's not going to be a bad thing. It's just saying, no, this is whatever it is, this is happening in a timely fashion. And yeah, you've got the three uncertainty cards in card 2. You got Nephthys, Darius, and Sphinx. So there's a lot right now that's just not clear, Taurus. So nonetheless, I mean, you do have Ta overall, so there's definitely a sense of persisting and working at something, trying to build something. So I don't think it's telling you to stop doing stuff, but it is telling you that there may be reasons not to take any dramatic action right now. Yeah, you may have concerns about stability because you have Osiris in the 12th house. This is also very strong father-like energy. I don't know, kind of that just came into my head because this is the house of self-undoing. So I don't know, there's this need, maybe I feel like that might be a need to let go of control, or there could be some concerns over an authority figure or somebody who has kind of this emperor kind of energy. But overall, I think things actually look very secure to me. It just looks to me like there could be changes. If you're not traveling with air here, I mean, some people may be getting ready to go back to school because this is the house of higher ed. So if you're getting ready to go away to college or something, that may be part of this. And this can also indicate, this has to do with spirituality and stuff as well. So I don't know, because this can also indicate messages that are coming in about something. There could be a lot of communication, a lot of back and forth about something, and perhaps travel as well. But this is all about expanding your horizons. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of messages coming in about that. So that's our first crack at it without the clarifiers. So now let's take a look at that and see what we have. Oh, wow, this is interesting. Let's see. Yeah, there's some kind of interesting. Okay, sorry, I'm doing that vague thing here where I'm not really, where I'm just kind of going, oh, that's interesting, and I'm not actually telling you what it's about. Okay, let me just grab the last card here. Oh, and this one wanted to come up again, so we ended up with 2. All right, so let's see what we got. Okay, so yeah, we have the Magician here with Nephthys in the first house. So the Magician is definitely a card of manifestation. There could be some trickery here. Again, Magician could also be about, there's strong Mercury energy here, so this could be about negotiating. This could be about something that you are manifesting, or something that you are bringing down from the plane of ideas to the ground, to the earth plane. Okay. And something that you're making manifest. But with Nephthys here in the first house, there may be some, the fact that this is showing up in your house of personality, I feel like whatever this is that you don't know right now, that you can't see, you're in the process of making something manifest. But there could be some twists and turns here, because the Magician can also be a little bit of a tricky card as well. Sometimes, again, the Magician can be a negotiator, and as we know with magic can be like creating illusions and things. So I don't know. I think we are trying to figure out what's what and bring it down to the ground here. You know, trying to figure out what's being said to us, what it is that we are trying to manifest, and what, you know, because it's a very strong active energy here. So I think you are working to act and to move and to bring certain things to fruition, but with Nephthys here, there may be, right now, there just may be a lack of clarity about certain aspects of yourself right now, or about, you know, where you're going, or how you're branding yourself. Now, with the twins, you have the Wheel of Fortune. So this is interesting. These are usually changes that occur that are outside of your control. So the wheel is turning in some way. So I don't know. Whatever this monies that might be coming from someone else, it seems to be part of a situation that is, it's not going to be something that you've worked on or planned. It's something like out of your control that's coming in, because the Wheel of Fortune is about movement and change. Sometimes about what's owed to us karmically. Sometimes it's about revisiting a situation. But I can't help but I feel, especially looking in the opposite house with Scarab here, and in the 8th house and the Judgment card, I don't know. This could be monies coming in from something legal, and maybe it's just something you're not expecting. I don't know. It's but whatever's coming in here, you've got in the 2 houses. This is the house of your finances. This is the house of joint finances. And we're seeing 2 major arcana cards in here, and we're seeing cards of like somebody else's money, and we're also seeing this card of something changing or transforming. So I don't know. It does seem like there's going to be some kind of major shift with regard to your money, but I don't think it's a negative thing. But it does feel like there's going to be another person involved. Yeah, along with Pyramid here, it's, you know, it seems like you're juggling a lot of things right now. Okay, this is the card of change, and I feel like you are, you know, you may be trying to keep a lot of plates spinning and doing a lot of things at once, and this may be challenging you here right now. I mean, but it does feel like things are going to settle down eventually. If I look back up at your 10th house, you have the World card here. We have with these cards that showed a delay. We have it with the World, and so the World card is indicates something coming to a successful conclusion. So it's like you're waiting for something to end. Something has to be finished before you're going to be able to move ahead. That's where the timing element comes in. There's something connected to your career that needs to end. And of course, the World is actually a nice ending. It's not a 10 of Swords ending where you crash land with the swords in your back and you're betrayed. It's the kind of ending that says, okay, I've done this, I've done a good job, and I've brought this to fruition. So you do have the 7 of Cups over here with the winged disc in the 6th house. These are both houses connected to job. So 7 of Cups can indicate a couple things. I mean, it can indicate, again, this idea of taking what's in dream phase and trying to figure out what's real, moving things into reality, which the winged disc would indicate clarity coming in. This can also sometimes, for just work, can indicate having some kind of a thing where you're working from home. So there could be some kind of a job that is going to really work for you, that you can do over the internet or remotely or something like that, which a lot of people do these days, really. Now you've got the 10 of Wands here with Earth in this house. So I don't know. 10 of Wands seems to indicating being overwhelmed or overburdened with something either connected to the family or connected specifically to your home. So take it as it resonates for you. We do have the Earth card here. So the Earth card can be, again, this idea of bringing things to ground, slow and steady. I don't know if this deals with an Earth sign person. It could. This can also, oftentimes, this card shows up when money is involved. So that's why I'm kind of looking at the juxtaposition of these things, saying, I'm wondering if this is family money that's coming in for some of you. But there does seem to be a situation, though, that is overwhelming, and again, there's the idea of that coming to an end as well. 4th and 10th house are on the same axis, and you're both showing cards of dropping burdens, successfully concluding things, and something coming to an end. So, take that as it resonates. Like I said, whether this has to do with a house project, whether this is a family situation, maybe if you've had, say, for example, a relative who's sick, maybe you've finally been able to get them proper nursing care or something. Like there's all kinds of possibilities there, but there's something here about something that has been overwhelming you with the home or family sector that is now going to come to an end. And Earth is showing some kind of financial component to it, but it's not showing it as a drain of money. It could be that there's going to be money. I don't know. Maybe some of you, I feel like this is money coming from family, or maybe if you've had a relative who passed away recently. Maybe that's saying, and again, this is not a prediction of anyone's relative passing away, so please let me be clear about that. But if this is something that you're currently dealing with, this may be about, being overwhelmed perhaps with dealing with estate and house sales and stuff like that, but things eventually may be coming around. That could be for some people, but I think that's a very specific message. Okay, so with Anubis in the 5th house, we have the Prince of Swords, okay? And the Prince of Swords energy, again, there's this is an air sign energy. There could be some sharp communications or some criticisms when this card comes up. I feel like, and so Anubis may indicate a need for diplomacy, maybe a need to protect yourself. It can also just kind of indicate, especially with Urias over here, like somebody maybe who you're not expecting just to suddenly rush in. That's a possibility too. Maybe somebody is going to make a trip to come see you and you weren't expecting that. Now with Urias over here in the 7th house, we have the 6 of Cups. Okay, so this is called the childhood card. So I don't know. Now this suggests to me that there is a possibility for some of you that this is somebody from the past who's returning. Okay, because the 6 of Cups can bring a past person back and again, somebody you're not expecting. But it can also just indicate I'm feeling like for some of you, it may not be. A lot of times this will come up from people when I'm doing readings for them, and they'll start thinking like, okay, well, let's go back to all the people I dated, or all the people I was attracted to, or people I went to high school with, or people I went to college with. And it's like, I'm not really feeling that. This could also just be a past life connection too. It's just somebody who you've had a connection with before, maybe coming back around, and they may be coming back really quite suddenly. Prince of Swords energy comes rushing in. And so I don't know. That's definitely possible for some of you. Now, if I connect it with the Sphinx card, yeah, we have it with the Three of Swords up here. So I feel like there's been a separation, or that there's a separation that needs to occur. There's sorrow, there's loss here, and that maybe this is why you need to wait on something. Yeah, for some of you, I don't know, there's going to be some kind of a situation that's just going to delay things, and it might be connected to family. It might be connected to some other personal issues that you're having, maybe like with a spouse or with something like that. I don't know, but there's something here where there's some kind of a sorrow that's going to cause you to take, or separation that's going to cause you to take a time out. Okay? There's something that's going to be healed from. Whatever it is, again, with the World card, I feel like it's something that's coming to a logical conclusion. But there's definitely the sense here. I mean, the fact that this is in the house of friendship too, maybe you're getting, some of you maybe have had recently split off from a friend. And right now, maybe this is a time when you're kind of hanging back and maybe not being that social. That's possible here as well. But I feel like if I'm trying to look at this in the big picture, that, I don't know, there's just, I just feel like there's going to be some kind of a thing. Something is going to be coming to an end, and finishing up the business with whatever's coming to an end is what's going to, how do I want to put it? Whatever's coming to an end, it's going to mean you're going to have to take a time out to finish that first. That's kind of what I'm getting here. So yeah, it does look like there could be the sudden person coming in. Also, if you're already married with Urias here, I don't know, there could be the return of somebody from the past, of your spouse, and maybe you're going to be concerned about this person. Maybe it's like an ex or something that comes back. I don't know, but there could be somebody from the past. That's another possibility here. But I just feel like for those of you looking for love, there's going to be something coming from a very unexpected place, but it's going to be somebody with whom you have a soul connection, and they may come in very, very fast for you here. And I don't know, maybe you're even going to feel the need to protect yourself a little bit, or maybe there's just some need to negotiate something, okay? As I mentioned here, you have Judgment with Scarab, and I have to cover up, she's got a lot of nudity in these, which YouTube doesn't like. And you've got it with the Scarab card. So Judgment, again, endings, and you've got the Scarab cards, endings, beginnings. That's the house of endings and beginnings. There's some kind of a big ending and beginning that's coming here. There's a clarity, there's a waking up to, you're going to be waking up to something, Taurus, that's actually going to bring about a whole new beginning. And that's what I think we're waiting on here. You're waiting for this thing to happen, because once it does, then you are going to be able to be free to move ahead. This is interesting. You've got the Learning card in the 8th house with this. So this could, again, for some of you, this is definitely going back to school. Or maybe there's just something that you're doing here connected with education, because we're seeing movement, travel, or communication in connection with that. So this is seeming to indicate that it has to do with education, but it is the 8 of Pentacles card. So there definitely seems to be the sense of work that's involved here. So maybe some of you are working on an educational venture or something like that. Maybe some of you are professors and getting ready to go back to school, or teachers of some kind. Although this is higher ed rather than K through 12 kind of ed. So, so there definitely seems to be a strong focus there on learning and expanding your horizons, maybe even traveling. Okay, the other one that we have here, we have, along with the Osiris card, we have another one card, and that is the Ace of Swords, which they call the Doom card in here. But it's not. This is a clarity. This is a stark clarity. There's a lot in here, Taurus, and a lot of Ace energy, too. There's some kind of new beginning being precipitated. There's going to be something learned about past situations. There's going to be something that's going to, there's some kind of break with the past that you're making. There's some kind of renegotiation of the past. There may be somebody coming in from the past who's coming back. it seems to me that this is a retrograde that's just going to be full of awakenings, potential for healing here. But in the interim, I feel like you're still juggling a lot of things. I mean, you know, there's something going on here in the 9th house for sure. There does seem like you're spinning a lot of plates, especially if you're someone who, let's say, owns your own business or works from home. But there's a lot here. There's a lot here that's finishing up right now, and certain things are not going to move forward until it's finished. So I don't know. This is showing up in the 12th house of self-undoing. So Ace of Swords brings a very, very stark clarity about something. And that's why I said, when I see Osiris, normally I think of this as being a card of stability and dependability and leadership. But I can't help feeling like this is kind of very authoritarian kind of an energy here. And there's going to be some kind of a clarity about it. But it's showing up in the 12th house. So, I don't know. This is almost going to be, this feels almost like a revelation that's coming from, I hesitate to say an internal space, but this is, to me, this is an area that deals very much with the soul, or very much with what's, what we hide from others, or what others don't see. Okay. So I don't know. There's some stark clarity that's coming in with something here. But whatever it is, like, you're totally waking up to something, Taurus, in this next 2 weeks. Like, this retrograde is definitely throwing up something big, and that may make you feel insecure. It may even make you feel a little sorrowful. There may be recollections of the past. There may be people coming in very, very suddenly. But whatever it is, it's going to wake you up. And I don't think it's a bad thing. I think this is just saying you are now finally going to be able to, I feel like things you've needed clarity on, that clarity is going to come. And with Ta overall, yeah, we've got the 5 of Swords with the 4 of Wands. So we are definitely seeing success, and we are seeing that this is basically a successful time. But when we have it with the 5 of Swords, the 5 of Swords is a card of defeat. So this is a card where we are feeling limited or feeling small, okay? But success, again, the success card, the 4 of Wands has a little bit of a vibe of the world. It's like you've achieved something and you're ready to move on to the next level. And this means getting rid of these limiting attitudes and behaviors. So you don't want to let yourself be limited here. You are still building something. So whatever's going on, you know, it's basically saying keep moving, but do be aware that there could be some surprises in relationships. There could be some revelations. Whatever's coming up, it's super transformative, okay? And you might feel a little overwhelmed by it. But yeah, you got a lot of 10, you got 10 of Wands, you've got the Wheel of Fortune, which is a 10 card, you've got a lot of ones, you've got the World, which is an ending card. There's just a lot here about endings and beginnings, and really substantial ones, and in really substantial houses. Let's see, what does Taurus need for period of the 13th to the 26th? Okay, I don't need like 5 cards. Yeah, and your card that actually came up, oh, that's interesting. Your main card that came up here was productivity, okay, from this oracle. So let me read to you what that means. Where do I hide my little book? Here it is. Okay, so productivity. Okay, if you want to get something done, set an intention. This card heralds important work, but also the mess of being inside of it. Can you balance a plan with flexibility for what's happening in the moment? Organize, listen, iterate, adapt. Still, things rarely go as planned. Can you bring a care and presence to the act of work itself, be it whatever that is? Okay, so yeah, there's definitely a strong element of you doing the work on something here. But as you're doing the work, and again, there's something here in this 9th house, Sagittarius energy, so something changing in spirituality, something to do with education. I mean, again, we're seeing learning here, so I think this has to do with, this may very directly have to do with education, can also have to do with travel. But whatever you're waking up to, I mean, you're waking up to maybe something, what it is that you need to do, you know, where you're headed, where you need to spend your energy. That would explain this with the Magician too, because, you know, you've got this Magician card, and this is saying, you know, you're ready to do something, you're ready to be productive, but you're not sure of some stuff yet. So, yeah, so I don't know. So this is going to be a time, kind of hang tight, Taurus. I don't think any of this is bad. I think it's just, there's going to be some shifts coming in the next couple of weeks. And when this shift occurs, you just need to keep working your way through it. Like, keep persisting, keep working your way through it, but be aware, because there's messages coming in. There's big time clarity coming in about a situation, and there could be some surprises in terms of a relationship. This may slow you down or delay a few things or create some test situations, but ultimately you're moving towards success here. So this is all good in the end. So I hope this was helpful, Taurus. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you did like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Helps this channel grow if you're not subscribed already. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.